we came to the wrong keep. Dang it.
It happens.
Now we have to walk all the way across town.
As-
Princesses in the other castle.
As you were discussing this and trying to figure out what's going on, the doors fly open again and again to much fanfare and everybody cheering outside and stuff like
Sweet
that.
Georgia Brown. Immediately. I do it.
You guys
Excellent callback.
recognize who's walking in the door. This is another person you've never seen before.
Oh, lovely.
And this gentleman, you know
I do
only
get that trumpet
Baron
off, though.
from legend.
Ulysses.
Yes.
Something. How's it
What
sound?
you see walking through the door is a gentleman who. What is that?
Baron Ulysses S. Fitzstevens.
It wasn't.
No, he has two middle names.
Yeah, it's.
It's not.
No.
And one of them is
He only
Ulysses.
has one middle name.
Is it?
I could have swore he had two middle names.
Wait, what's
Because his
his?
first name's not Baron.
What's his first name?
It'd be really weird if
His
his name
name
actually
is-
were
okay.
Baron.
Basically, what you see is about 5'10", 5'11" human walking in. He is wearing what looks to be a sailor's outfit, kind of.
Oh my god, all I can picture him as this little sailor boy now. That's a horrible
No,
visual.
no. All right.
Now we have staples.
Sailor was the
Navy
wrong
boy.
word. He's wearing like a poet's shirt. He's got on leather breeches. He's got the fold over boots. Cutlass at his side, gun on the other.
Hat. Does he wear a hat?
Like a 70s
He does wear a hat.
What kind of hat?
He has the wide brimmed hat with the big peacock feathers sticking out of the top of it. He walks with a lot of swagger, and
If I were wearing that, I would too.
and everybody, even the drow, are bowing to him.
Wow.
This, like I said, you've never seen him before, but you know him from legend. This is Baron Buford Ulysses Fitzstevens.
Buford.
Buford, yes.
I was thinking Beauregard.
And
I
he
was
comes just
that's Jeff
one, and
Sanders.
the way he walks, he has one hand resting on his rapier. Actually, it would be his left hand. Left hand resting on his rapier. His other hand is just kind of swinging beside him. He's walking with purpose, but he's got the swagger of a god as he's walking. And he walks up. He's flanked by guards. Nidianus. Nidianus does not notice, but the rest of the group notices that Mike actually puts his head in the door and goes, "God damn it," and then takes his head back out. I don't know why, but he did.
Mike. It's classic Mike.
Yeah, it was classic.
Great job guarding that door, Mike.
Yeah.
You're going to get demoted to the stables.
Not if I have
The
something to
worst
say about
possible
it.
demotion.
It might have something to do with his personal guard now. Yeah, they are dressed to the nine. I mean, they look very professional, very formal. And Mike, he's in the black armor with the purple sash. He looks more like a regulator now than he ever did a guard. But as they walk in, Fitzstevens has this big smile on his face. Looks happy. And looks over a glass
As he plays his trumpet.
as he plays his trumpet. Shakes his head.
I just kind of look at glass too, like, what's wrong with this kid?
Is he gonna take
My
it away again?
God.
I don't say that.
You've seen him perform. You know exactly what his deal is.
Benji, you have been playing for 7 days straight. Please, for the love of every god I know, give it a rest.
I put it down. I give a nod. I'm like, the party goes on
You're gonna
after
have
you leave.
Well, that it was so simple, my boy. The party's gonna have to be put on hold for a little while. Some of my agents have got a lead for you.
Oh, good.
You remember what I told you had to do.
That oh good was in character.
Finish the mission.
And what was finishing that mission?
Doing what you told us to do.
No. This is a real question. What was the mission?
Oh,
Zayne.
No. This is all him. He's asking you.
Stopping a cult of some sort.
Uh-huh.
That's the
This is
extent
why
of
you
my
write
knowledge.
this stuff down.
Or don't have your character fail like 5,000 concussion checks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
By the
always
way,
that
it's-
excuse.
by the way,
short-term
Get
memory
5,
is not
6,
his strong
7
suit.
concussions.
some very important world building knowledge. How many concussions have I suffered within the
7.
past
It was
week?
7.
7.
With the past week, though.
Oh, in the past week, none.
Oh, good.
I don't know how
Yeah.
much stage
Nobody's
diving
dropped-
you've been doing.
nobody-
You know, 'cause
nobody's
maybe you
dropped
have
you
had a
yet.
few.
Nobody's dropped me.
And every
Yeah.
time it happens, like, classic.
Classic glass.
Everybody likes it.
But our counter is at 7, though.
Yeah, you are a 7. So short-term memory, not so great.
Yeah.
All right, but we have a lead. Now, there's not a lot of information, but there is at least some. It is a little bit disturbing, though, because
You know, I'm still got all this blank look. Like, what?
oh, my boy, I'm sorry, I did not see you there.
Dang.
That's
It's,
I mean, that
it's
could
sometimes
be
hard to
good.
say who's getting burned the hardest around here.
My flame does not give off any heat.
That's true.
Please, I apologize for my rudeness. I am Baron Buford Ulysses Fitzstevens.
I recognized you immediately as soon as you walked in that door.
He's holding out his hand
Oh.
and actually has his eye. All right, very nice to meet you. Finally shakes your hand and kind of looks at you. Now, we have information about your mission. I will tell you about that in a minute. But due to circumstances beyond my control, and he looks up at Ruth, I have decided that you all might need some help for this one. I mean, I'm not saying you haven't done a bang-up job. I mean, you did create a highway through half of Ski Swamp.
Never convicted.
Never convicted. No one ever proved it.
Yeah.
Never tried. Never convicted. Never even suspected.
I know
Well, briefly.
Gentlemen, I know everything that goes on in my barony. And when a 30-foot tall fire elemental decides to lay
It
waste,
was 30 feet tall.
yes, it
Oh,
was.
dang.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
are
I
a fire
said.
elemental.
I was
He calls
picturing
you
like
master and
I was
everything.
picturing like 8 feet.
No, I said 30.
Oh, okay.
When a 30-foot tall fire elemental lays waste to a good, 1/8 of my swamp, I tend to notice.
Oh, we could we could give her the whole swamp in just 7 more days. You realize that, right?
That's a good point.
That's a good quest. We
And
need to
nowhere
just write
for-
that one
nowhere
down.
for a
Let's put
cult
that on
to
the
hide.
side quest list, actually. Completely burned down swamp.
After finding the fat elf.
He might be in the swamp.
Master Serin, I surely hope you are jesting.
Oh, sure, you know me. I'm a kidder.
Yeah.
Because there is,
With the joke.
He doesn't kid. That's my job.
well, I do hope you rethink burning down our precious swamp, because that is where we get most of our food and most of our textiles and most of the rest of the stuff that we trade back to Regent Shane.
Must be a rough job farming the swamp.
Don't you forget it.
It was a pretty difficult journey here, and it killed a lot of people.
But not us.
Not us.
We came out fine.
That being said,
Half of us.
I have decided that you all will get some help. Most of you do not know this young man who is standing right beside me. I barely know him myself, I'll be perfectly honest. But I do know this. He is a trained assassin by the best. Well, second best, and he looks back at me.
Does it make you third best?
Hold on. I was trained by the best, though.
And who is that?
Ruth.
But if the second best trained him, you would be third best.
I guess so.
But it's still pretty. You're still bronze. That means
Yeah.
you placed at the Olympics of assassinating people.
Yeah.
Assassinate people.
But if I did get bronze, then I'm stuck in Elo hell.
Was there some sort of like assassin tryouts that I missed where people got to prove they were the best assassin?
Yeah, you missed that.
That was 7 years ago. Only 3 lived. But, you know.
All right.
Actually, Benji, you didn't get to try out. Remember, you ran away.
Wah, wah.
Oh, this is awkward.
The invitation was there, but you and your mother, you left. So, sorry, no medals for you.
I was promoted.
Are you gonna call
To
yourself
fugitive?
Prince Benji? You can say that if you want. You can say,
This
please refer to me as Prince
gentleman,
Benji.
gentleman, please.
Sorry.
This gentleman's name is Nidianus. Is it Nidianus or is it Nidianus?
Nidianus.
Nidianus.
Idiots.
Yes.
Idiots.
All right, Nostradamus, just tell us what you know.
Yeah.
All right. Much like my new friend Benji, I'm just going to call you Nidi.
Would not be the first one.
Nor will I be the last.
I'm sure of that.
Yeah, he's actually right there.
Yeah.
I'm calling naughty.
Pretty good at divination.
Did you say naughty?
That's what he just said.
Oh.
I said Nidi.
90.
90.
Nighty night.
Oh, dang it.
Very well.
Like the number?
Very good.
90?
You are the jokester. In the
Nighty night.
All right.
90.
Glass.
This gentleman will be joining you.
Nighty-night,
Not
Bill.
necessarily because he is a master assassin,
99
although you
problem.
are a master assassin.
Thank you, sir.
The main reason he will be joining you is because
Somebody heard it.
he was a part of the former regime's house. Your mother will be kept here. Your mother will be given duties. She will be kept safe. However, they don't trust many people of the male persuasion. No offense.
None taken.
These gentlemen fought alongside the drow in the upheaval. So they do trust them somewhat. But they just no longer want men who will happen to be, how should I say, loyal to Cavil. Even though you weren't. I know all about you.
Cavil. It's not Cavil. It's not Cavil, it's Cavil.
I love how you're
Benji,
like,
did you
sticking up
did you
for the
just
guy we killed.
Did you
It's his
just
stepdad.
correct me again?
You know, you're a perfect guy. And I would like to see you strive to be perfect.
How about this? I could give an alligator's rectum what his name was or how it was pronounced. He's dead, and it's partly your guys' fault.
Yeah, it's at least 50%.
I'll
So-
take some of that.
Yeah.
This gentleman will be joining you from here on your quests. All right?
Great.
Okay.
As long as you are working for me, he's working with you. Does that make sense?
It is done.
So he's anti-cult then.
Yes.
Okay. Bring him on.
Yeah, I knew his mother very well. She kept him away from Cavo. He was not part of that whole business. And he might have some skills that might become useful to the rest of you. However, back to business. The tip that I got is in the northern portion of Ski's Swamp. Several regulators had disappeared over time. They're now showing back up.
How long a time were they missing?
A year?
Ooh. That is
In
a lot
what
longer than
form exactly?
Untouched, according to Mose. And when he says Mose, you recognize that name as the general of
Okay.
the regulators.
All right.
Wait,
One
hold
of
on.
the most trusted man in the banks, actually.
I had to roll for that.
He's
He's
in
in
here.
Yeah, and he's
I
in the
lived here
regulators.
my whole
Yeah,
life.
but remember, regulators last like a week.
Yeah.
And we're
And he'd only been doing it, and Moses has only been captain for about a decade.
Which is why the
And you've
fact
been gone for what, 7 years?
3.
3? I thought it was longer than that.
No.
Anyway.
it felt
And
like
he
seven.
wouldn't have been but he wouldn't have been the captain at
It
that
wasn't
time.
long
It felt
enough.
like a while.
He
Okay.
was part of the
Okay.
regulators, and he moved himself up the ranks.
I got
Time
you.
is just,
Anyway,
it's elastic. I mean, really.
yeah.
So,
But Mo said they are untouched. They have shown back up, not thinking any time has passed.
and that is unusual in your swamp.
Exceptionally unusual in my swamp. If nothing else, it seems like time just stretches on there and becomes longer. But for someone to completely forget that a year has passed, not something that happens very often. Not even the swamp gas can do that to you.
Baron, do you notice any change in attitude, behavior from a year ago?
According to Mose, not so much. They act exactly as they were. They went home to their wives and their children.
They follow orders.
They follow
things
orders.
like
They do
that?
everything that they are supposed to do.
Interesting.
The only thing that worries Mose more than anything else is where they came from, which was a part of the swamp that we had lost at one point in time.
Had lost?
Like,
Where'd it go?
Did the bank take it?
No, no one had taken it. It had been overrun by
Has
beings that we could
two
not
different-
attack, that we could not defeat. That was how we lost a lot. We thought we lost a lot of these regulators. Was that we had sent a contingent in there to try to take back this portion of the swamp, and none of them came back.
Baron, I know this might be very sensitive for them, but have you simply just asked the question, like, dude, where have you been for a year? What's going on? Where'd you come from?
They don't know it's been a year,
Okay,
Mr. Stromile.
I understand. Okay.
All they know is they went in to fight, and they came back out.
Mm-hmm.
They think it's the next day.
Have we told them?
Yes.
Oh,
How have they reacted?
Let me
to
guess.
that?
They still don't believe you.
No, some of them are a little freaked out, to be perfectly honest.
So you seem like a very thorough man, but
They-
have you
they
had
didn't
like
do-
a mage or a cleric look at them, try to determine if there's any sort of enchantment going on here?
maybe a
That-
cleric of light.
I know a guy.
They still
That's one of the
haven't
reasons
noticed.
why I came to you guys.
Quick question. They still haven't noticed anything of the fact that everything around them has aged another year?
Well,
Or they're just completely oblivious to this?
Well, when you're talking about people really being observant about that kind of thing, how much do you notice in a year?
Yeah, I'm over 100 years old, so a single year doesn't really seem like a
Fair
big
enough,
deal.
only 24.
Nobody
So-
likes you when you're 20.
So the regulators are.
Heyo.
I'm still acting like it's freshman year.
So the regulators are back in the city. So
Yes.
we can go talk to them before we head out to the swamp.
Well, if I remember right, it was Mose and Jackson who came to get the two of you, right? I
Did
sent
they?
them.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, I was just making sure they did their job because that's what I sent them for.
They were very timely.
All right, good. Yes, if you would go down to their headquarters to start off with, they can fill you in on more of what's going on. You will, at some point, be heading to that part of the swamp, though. So the next thing I'm going to tell you to do, after you go talk to Mose and Jackson and Deverell, and Mr. Zayne, if you would be so kind as to see if you can divinate any problems with these men. They are being quarantined at this time.
The regulators have aided us many times, so it would be my honor to be able to see if I can pay them back a little bit through this.
I thank you. Mr. Serin, if you wouldn't mind helping with that, that would be much appreciated.
Sure thing. It's a first level spell.
Yes,
It's fine.
Glass is like raising his hand. He's like,
Yes, Benji, what would you need?
"What about me? Am I needed? Are my skills needed?"
If you weren't, why would you
I
be
want
here?
you to...
Nah. I do like a little thing.
I'm sorry, are you in a bad mood?
Yeah, you got a new job.
This is true. I do.
Come on, click your heels, dude.
Not to mention the fact the last time I heard, you loved his music.
Groupie.
You guys should be best friends.
I give him a wink.
You should be best
As I said, nothing happens in my barony that I don't know about.
She even knows when you're a fanboy.
Okay, your
He's
next
got
question was directed
he's
at
got
him
your number.
and not the Baron. But
Oh, I understand. I'm just
Okay.
saying. Calm yourself down. It's all right.
understood, sir.
I understand
My
you're
apologies.
excited. It's your first mission. But these guys are pretty laid back, so
It's maybe a bad
that in
time to
mind.
mention our first mission ended with an octopus attack.
A dead
Yeah.
octopus.
it was.
Well,
It did
Eventually.
end up with a dead octopus.
By the way,
We have not
that,
seen Fizbin.
that octopus was really tasty.
Yeah.
We fished it out of the river. We cut it up. We had calamari all night long.
Waste not,
We
want
have
not.
some
That's right.
catching up to
Exactly.
do.
Oh, wait! Did you find our marshmallows?
Call back.
Oh, that's excellent.
No, sadly, I did not.
And as he asked
Stromile.
that, Stromile is just thinking to himself inside his head, man, those are some good marshmallows.
No one will ever
Go
find
for
them
it.
again.
To buy a palace of marshmallows.
After
I know
you
what I'm
gentlemen, the 5 of you go down and talk to Mose and the Regulators. I want you to go to a gentleman named Clegane and his armory. All that money that I gave you needs to be put to good use.
Have we? I feel like we've heard that name. This is
What's this fella's name again?
Clegane, yeah.
this is out of character. I'm
Feller.
pretty sure that was a dude.
He's,
named that.
he's part of the Regulators. Clegane is part of the Regulators.
Oh, was
I
he
do
one of
come
them?
from the mountains, alright, so.
Well, it's Deverell's father.
Mad
Gotcha.
respect there, because I like Deverell.
Because he was
Wasn't he the one who was super racist?
Nope, that was Jackson.
That okay.
Deverell
that
was the
Jackson.
non-racist.
Okay.
I come from nature. I don't really get
To
hung up on stuff
differentiate.
like that. I mean, survival of the fittest. I mean,
All right, Darwin. All right, let's. So we need to hit the armory before we go talk to the people.
No, go talk to the people
Okay.
first,
Okay.
and then go to the armory.
All right. Well,
People armory.
no offense, Baron, but now that we've got the job, I'm really eager to talk to these people, and I'm really set about let's getting this job done for you. So
Absolutely, because I have plenty to talk to the Duchess about.
sounds good.
Great. Serin turns around and starts to head
Yeah,
out. 'Cause
I'm-
that sounded like a dismissal to me.
I'm right there
I
with
guess
you.
we're off then.
By the way, out of character, if he's thinking what I'm thinking about, like, what he wants to talk to the Duchess about, Glass is up for a promotion in nobility. Nobility.
Nobility. Come on.
you try.
If your
it's-
mom dies,
it's high
No,
priced
no,
tea.
I'll be a prince of barony. I want a new dad.
You've already had.
is
two.
that a proposition for one of us?
Yeah.
Because
No.
you want one of us to be your
Not me.
new dad.
Not me.
If it, hey,
Fitzstevens is what I'm implying.
I'm just saying you're grounded if it's me.
90.
Okay.
So let's. I'm right there with Serin. I'm booking it.
Okay, you guys are headed to the Regulators' headquarters. It's about 2 miles away.
We actually know where that is.
It was
right.
on. It was on the south.
We're smart.
Yeah. It was on the
Well,
south
yeah.
side.
I know what that is.
It was on the.
We're smart.
Actually, this is the first time you've ever actually been out in the banks.
Fair
We had our
enough.
super
All
sneaky
right.
mission where
Follow
we weren't
close.
sneaky at all.
I mean, you were trained in the keep. You were
We
kept
weren't
in
trying
the
to
keep.
be though.
Your mother
Yeah, we
kept
were.
you away
We were
from
really bad.
everybody because she was afraid you would get killed. She didn't want you anywhere near the Regulators, so you sure as heck don't know where the Regulators' headquarters is. So,
Okay.
yeah, this is actually the first time you've been outside of the keep.
So you're basically like
I've been
Anna
holed
and
up.
Frozen right now.
Better
You're throwing
than
open the doors. You're having a song about how great your day is going to be. You bump into some handsome guy who turns out to be a villain at the end for no reason.
Right.
I'm just saying what's going to happen next.
Okay.
I hope we don't bump into Mike.
Since it's about 2 miles
handsome
away,
guy.
He's a handsome man.
you guys get down to the Regulator headquarters. Deverell is actually standing outside in his black leather armor with the purple sash, chewing on a piece of straw, just kind of leaning up against the door. Not the door, but leaning up against the wall next to the door. And he looks up. Gentlemen, how have y'all been?
I give him the good old thumbs up.
Yeah.
Pretty good, Deverell.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounded so convincing.
No, and actually, maybe no, Serin didn't say anything because in his head was
Right.
replaying that as like, oh, right. You know,
Well, Deverell, we're focused more than anything. We're not trying to be rude. We're just focused. We've been
right.
sent on a new mission from Baron Fitzy, and that's what we're here to do.
See, don't let him hear
I
you say
understand you are to see my father later.
Yes.
Good man, don't mention my name.
that. Why not?
He wasn't real happy about the fact that I joined the Regulators.
We will keep that in mind.
Thank you.
Yep. So
Jackson and Mose are inside waiting for you.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
What?
Roll perception to see if you're really okay or not.
No, that was out of character.
just-
My head actually
I
hurt.
just
that-
hear,
that might be
I
an
just
head
hear
injury, you
ow
never
out of nowhere. We haven't even fought yet.
I know a lot about head
2 points of
injuries.
damage.
Yeah.
For a headache?
Yep, 3 points. Yep, you're hurt. Your head's
Mose and Jackson are inside with the gentleman in question. If you would mind going on in.
yeah, I lead. I'm the first one through that door.
I'll follow him.
As you get inside, This place is a lot bigger than it looks from the outside. On the outside, it kind of looks like a rundown building. On the inside, it looks like an armory. And there are portraits lining the walls of every captain that the Regulators have ever had, and there's a lot.
Because they're
A high
Because
turnover
they are
rate.
high turnover rate.
Yep.
Yeah.
No real job security.
Jackson and Mose are sitting at a table towards the back of this long hall that you are walking through right now. As you enter, they both stand up. Nidianus?
Nidianus.
I got it right.
Wait, it's Nidianus?
Nidianus.
I'm just gonna go
90.
fix what I wrote down.
What'd you write down?
Nidianus.
It's Nidianus.
There you go.
90.
Anyway,
N-I-D?
Nidianus, you do not recognize Jackson, but you do recognize Mose.
Alright.
Mainly because he was who tried to recruit you.
Right.
To the regular.
I figured that'd be the kind of guy who would want to get me into that sort of
Yeah.
thing.
They stand up. They're all...
Is he still, like, salty, for lack of a better word, over my rejection?
No.
Oh, okay. It just looked like no hard feelings?
No.
Okay.
These guys, in real life, I really... other than... Not even the Marines. I don't know who to... They're kind of like the SIS.
Oh, okay.
SAS. British. You know what I'm talking about?
So they're like Navy SEAls.
MI6.
Kind of.
Special.
They're basically their fantasy version of special
MI6 is
forces.
more
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
man. So they're not the Night Watch?
They are.
Because the Night Watch always seemed like kind of like a last refuge for
Criminals.
villainy. Yeah.
Well, these guys
Exactly,
are
special
these guys
forces.
are kind of the last resort, but they're also special forces. I mean, you've seen them fight. They're very good at what they do.
Is it like
Some of them are.
wait? What is it? The Dirty Dozen?
Oh, around 3
Right.
out
Yeah,
of
it's
It's kind of like the they're
Yeah,
kind of like the dirty
Those
Dozen.
last 27.
You know, they're kind of like the Scarlet Chorus from Tyranny, which is a reference no one will get.
Oh.
And as much as everyone's thrown into the meat grinder, and the ones that come out of it are the Special Forces guys.
If you've ever seen Starship Troopers,
Yes, I have.
these guys are what was it? The Roughnecks.
The Roughnecks. Rico's Roughnecks.
Reef no, yeah. But they are very good at what they do. Now, the fact that the first time you met them, yes, they out of a troop of 20, 17 of them died, but they were fighting double the number of Driders, and they killed all the Driders.
And not to like blame us or anything, but we had called out for help from the Basilisk attack, so they might not have been 100% prepared.
Right.
For the Drider
They got kind of ambushed, but still, they beat
Yeah.
40 Driders and only lost 17 out of 20, which should have been actually a slaughter
Yeah.
if they weren't as good as they are.
Didn't beat any Basilisks, though.
They did
Yeah,
not.
Not a one basilisk.
or Jahi.
Yeah?
Or a Jahi, no.
No, but they sure did beat the crap out of a lot of thralls.
Yeah.
I saw them have actually a lot of very bad rolls where they kept trying to make it up to the group of thralls and failing.
Right.
Do an athletics check.
But they
Not
did.
one.
I mean, there
fall
was
flat on
more.
your face and land on
The
your
floors
sword.
were probably pretty slippery by that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this someone had just
There was a lot of blood already on the floor. They were
Sure.
slipping and sliding. But 3 of them killed 10 thralls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now is the time for questioning, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Now
So
is the time for detective.
It's time
All right,
for Zayne
gentlemen.
to shine.
Detective Zayne.
It's nice to see you all again.
I had the investigation tagged.
That's good.
I take it the Baron has let you know what the hell is going on.
He gave us a summary.
These men are supposed to be dead. Not that I wanted them dead or anything. I'm just saying they're supposed to be dead. I haven't seen any of these guys in a year. The last thing I knew, they got sent off by the previous captain, the guy who I took his job. I was second in command, and I didn't want him to go, but he sent them. They disappeared. We never heard from them again. And over half of them have shown up, and I'm not certain the rest of them aren't. Now here's the weird part. They don't remember a damn thing.
That's what we've been told.
They remember the order. They remember going into the swamp. Nothing after that.
But
They
we're all-
thought it was the next damn day.
So
We were also told that they did go back home to their wife and kids. They did remember that they had a family.
Originally, we allowed them to go home to see their wife and kids, but we have collected all of them and put them into quarantine because they do scare us a little bit.
Fair enough.
They haven't acted aberrant in any way, shape, or form.
So we don't know if they've lost memory, or if there's a part of that swamp that magically might be a different dimension type thing. So we're looking
Absolutely.
at two different.
Right, we're
Okay.
looking at two different outcomes. We're also looking at whether or not we can actually trust these people. I mean, they seem normal. They seem like they are the same people that went into that swamp. But the simple fact of the matter is, they disappeared for a year. And they don't remember any of it.
And so you knew them before.
Absolutely.
So when they
I recruited over half of them.
when they returned, did they look the same as when they left?
Yes.
The exact. Okay.
I mean,
Completely
As far as you can
untouched.
remember.
as far as, I hadn't seen them for a year. They
Exactly.
looked like they did. I mean,
But like
no
facial
scratches
hair.
on their armor, no facial hair. I mean, they just. Yeah,
So it might be they might have gotten stuck in a time thing.
could be. I figured you might want to know maybe what you're dealing with, or at least have a decent idea.
Yeah.
Because I do know you will be sent that way. I will tell you that this time around, Jackson, Deverell, and I will not be accompanying.
We do appreciate the help from the previous.
We will basically take you as far as about midway through the swamp, but then we do have our regular duties that we have to handle.
We can make our own roads. It's
I haven't
fine.
seen you in a long time.
Yes, it has been.
Nose looks directly at Nidianus at this point.
It has been what, 7 years?
Just about. You were much younger then.
Well, yes. Sadly, working as a stable boy can kind of accelerate the years, as it were.
My God, they had you as a stable boy?
Yes.
All that hard work.
Compared to being a regulator, stable boy, it's a rough life.
Or an assassin.
Get kicked by a horse.
He did
Yeah.
3 jobs, and the
Well,
stable boy was the toughest.
He was trained to be an assassin. He was recruited by the regulators, and his mother made him become a
Oh,
stable.
mommy.
He's been doing so many sneak attacks on those piles of horse crap.
I was going to make a similar joke.
Dude, Ryan's been killing it today.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
I love your mother to death. She's a beautiful woman. But she had you be a stable boy?
As much as I hate to admit it, yes. And
Such a waste of your talents. Well, hopefully now you will be able to thrive in what you know how to do.
yes, I always felt as if I might be more at home for this kind of work, even if the parenting did not approve.
Now, gentlemen, I do want to tell you, these men they're become a little skittish. Mainly because it is finally weighing heavily on them that they have been gone for the better part of a year. Actually, over a year, to be perfectly honest. And everybody thought that they were dead. So they've gone home to wives who have remarried.
Awkward.
Children who do not recognize them.
So we have a castaway situation.
I think you got the girl lead in that movie, though.
A different girl.
Was it a different girl?
It was a
Actually,
different girl.
you don't know whether he got the girl or not because she drives off and he looks that direction. That's about
But he had a new Wilson.
I like how we're really playing this out.
No, he got a new Wilson.
Wait,
though.
I thought what happened at the end of that movie was she came running back to him. Isn't
No.
that
I
what
think that.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
no,
Seen
I
Cast
just-
I like the depressing ending a lot better. For some reason, I guess I
No,
rewrote it.
was director's
he
cut.
goes to his ex-wife.
She was remarried.
Yeah,
Yep.
she was remarried. She can't deal with it. He leaves.
She can't even.
He takes the package to the woman out in the country
Oh, right.
and
right.
gives it to her. They kind of have a little bit of a moment, but then he leaves and he sees her drive. She leaves her ranch, drives off in one direction, and he's just kind of standing there on the road and trying to figure out what he wants to do. And then he looks in the direction of her truck pulling off with kind of a coy look, and then it fades to black after that.
But again, he got a new Wilson.
Did he get a
He
new
did. It's in the passenger seat.
Anyway,
That's
All right.
depressing.
Yeah, so we
all right.
I have a
So
plan.
movie
The new
review's
Wilson
over.
so we need to
also have
find
Glass
bloody
has a plan.
handprint.
volleyballs for each of these guys.
Yeah.
So Glass has a plan.
What's the plan?
Good.
So
That was in character. Just good.
See, Glass does speak about himself.
Yeah, I'll say, did Glass refer to himself as just Glass?
So Mose, how many of these guys do we have?
7.
7.
7 out of 20.
How about all 5 of us take one, and we can examine them however we wish, and see how that works.
See if there's stories.
That
match up.
actually sounds like a decent plan. The only thing I would have to ask is, and no offense to you, Mr. Glass, how do you plan on examining?
Well, that
And how would Mr.
Depends on-
Stromile, how is he going to examine it? And how is Mr. Nidianus going to examine?
well, you don't really have to be a magical guy to see to the bottom of somebody's heart.
Okay, I'll take that.
That's beautiful, man.
That was
That was poetic.
that.
That was poetic. I can,
something.
you obviously are great at your job because it was very poetic.
Thank you.
All right.
Also,
Give
you
her up.
know
Don't talk
magic.
him up anymore.
Yeah, you are.
Also,
Let me just
I'm
throw
sorry.
that
I
out
went to his
there.
concert. It was wonderful. It was
I
great.
understand.
So
All of mine.
our plan is
All 30
we
encores were
we
great.
have we have like a cut scene, like cut to cut to cut.
Yeah.
Nope.
For nope.
All right. I will let you take one apiece.
Okay.
We do have interrogation rooms that you can go into.
We have enough interrogation rooms?
Funny enough,
I'll
they
take
do.
that as a yes.
5 exactly.
Well, they need 7, right?
Well,
they're
But there's only 5 of us, though.
Well, here's the thing. You will each get one. You will interrogate one. And then, again, no offense to the assassins and the fighter in the group. I'm going to allow the wizard and the cleric to do another, have 2.
That's okay.
Before we start, how long does it take to get from here to where they disappeared?
It is going to take you probably the better part of 2 days.
That's what I need to know. Perfect. I'll take it.
You will. There is no way to get there other than going directly through the swamp.
Right.
But getting to the swamp is not going to be as difficult as it was to get here. Because basically all you have to do is walk straight north out of the banks and you run right into the swamp.
Perfect. Okay. I would like to start now, if we can. Not the traveling, the interrogation part.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, same.
just take them with you.
I want to
Just be like,
I want to
yeah.
argue.
Absolutely. Jackson, would you mind divvying up the gentlemen into rooms? Just leave 2 of them into the holding cell. Just tell them they have to wait for a minute. It's just an exam. And Jackson nods, walks off. 10 minutes later, he comes back. All right, gentlemen. Pick a room.
Door
Room
number
3.
1.
3.
Actually,
3 is a lucky number.
let's see.
Fortune
roll a
cookie
d6.
even said so.
Wait.
All of us?
Which one?
This is going to be interesting.
D6.
6.
D6.
6. 6. 6.
4.
6.
All rolled 6s.
Yeah, we all rolled a 6.
No.
What are you going to do with that?
And we're not even playing on the Ouija board.
I'm going to get a damn cross for the first thing.
I was thinking the same.
Oh hey.
Dude. We just.
What?
They
That-
didn't
this
mean
is-
it.
this
They
is
didn't mean
real.
it.
This is
I
very
wish we had a
real.
camera. This is ridiculous. What are the
6.
Okay.
Is anyone who's good at math
6.
know what the odds are
Oh
of
my
6
gosh.
individual?
Put it in the comments.
That's 5 6s.
Okay. Well, that
That
does
wasn't
work.
the math we were talking about.
How many? Oh, 5. Got it. Okay.
Wait. It's 1 in 36. It's 1 in 36 to get
For
2
2.
6s.
Yeah. Then it's multiplied by 6 each time.
How about we get that answer after we interrogate?
Yes. All right.
Yes. Okay,
Oh,
so
That's just me.
let's just go in
He
alphabetical
died.
order.
He got hit by the curse.
Let's see. Glass.
Ben.
You get Glass. You get room number 1
Anyways.
Yeah.
because I know you want to be called Glass. So
Yeah, okay.
Glass gets in room number 1. Nidianus, you get room number 2.
Okay.
Serin gets room number 3. Stromile gets room number 4, and Zayne gets room number 5.
Way to pick a good name.
I
jerk.
get the name I get what I rolled. So I win.
Yeah, you do.
You got the 5th room.
There's your eyes.
So
Oh, wow.
dang.
Good year. Yeah.
Maybe we ought to suspend and just go to the casino.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah. So
them up, shake them up.
who goes first?
All right. Since Glass got
Of course,
room 1,
Dandy
room
boy.
Glass will go
Dandy
first.
boy.
All right.
And he is champing at the bit like crazy right now.
All right.
And give me a second, because I gotta get a name.
Huh?
Well,
Is that like the past tense of chomp?
No,
Or
no,
is
no.
that like
It's the
chomping?
better
They're actually both acceptable.
It's a better version of chump.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you walk into the
You can
room,
use them interchangeably.
you see a fairly large
Too much, guys. Too much.
half-ogre, actually.
Oh no. No. This ruins everything that I wanted to do.
Half human, half ogre, which actually surprises you that he is a regulator, because he is of mixed race, and one of those races was an enslaved race.
Well, this is his swamp, though.
Stop it!
Damn.
What are you doing in my swamp?
He is sitting at a table, looking very nervous, kind of fidgety, and looking right at you, just kind of going, "What the heck is going on?"
Okay,
here?"
so I walk in and Eldridge blast the wall behind him, and I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And I slam my.
Oh, so you're going full bad cop?
Hold on. I slam my fist on the table, and I'm like, "What have you been doing for the past year?"
Oh my god.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
Hold on.
I don't know. Where are they? And he stands up and is now glaring at you.
And I say, "Damn it!" And then I throw my hands on the table and then turn around, go out the door, disguise self
As you turn
into
around,
a different person.
roll dexterity.
What?
He's gonna try to strangle you.
Is he gonna kick you in the butt? That'd be great.
That's a 10.
As you turn around, he grabs you by the back of the head
Wait.
and pulls you backward.
If it's a dexterity save, it's a 12.
He still grabs you by the back of the head and pulls you backward.
Concussion.
Okay.
Penalty for turning your back on someone who just stood up.
This is a
And has a pretty long reach.
half-ogre.
Okay.
Concussion number 8
So-
coming up.
No, he grabs you by the back of the head and pulls you back to where your ear is right next to his face.
Ooh.
Don't ever throw anything like that at Reinhold again, boy. And then he throws you closer to the door.
Okay, so I go out the door, disguise self.
Like nothing happened. Okay, all right, fine.
Does disguise self alter your voice?
Yes.
It can. Yeah.
Then you better all
hear
your
that?
voice.
Do people hear that?
Nobody else, no.
Or do people
We're all
hear...
in different interrogation.
But
Do people hear him
actually,
shouting?
Actually, roll perception because you would have at least hold the Eldritch.
The Eldritch Blast, yeah.
You would
Come
hold that.
on.
The Eldritch
Four
Blast
20s.
or you shouting?
There's a 20.
I perceived stuff that didn't even exist.
That's the fabric
That's
of the
a
universe.
nat 20.
Okay,
I got
your
20.
guys' rooms are right next.
That's a...
Which
The,
is
the way it's set up,
Oh, it's
your
in
rooms are pretty damn close to
14.
room 1. You heard
I'm in room
the
2,
wall. You
so,
heard
yeah.
it hit the wall. You guys saw the wall shake as it hit, and from up in the office, you hear, "What the hell?"
Okay,
Magic.
so
Oh, fun times.
I walk out the door,
Mine's a
disguise
20.
self. I'm a drow this time,
Actually, pretty
right? So, wait, no. Choose your race wisely.
He said to himself.
I'm gonna turn myself into a half-orc. I turn myself into a half-orc. I walk in and I'm like, "Hey, I am so sorry about that guy." By the way, I changed my voice. My voice is a lot deeper.
Then change your voice.
Hey, I'm so sorry about that guy.
Wow. What a difference.
I don't know. I heard it. I thought that was great.
Okay, change your
Yeah,
voice.
I did too, but I mean... massive difference.
He's new. He's with the new guys.
He's a
And
loose cannon.
He's a loose cannon
Good cop, bad cop.
Okay.
with myself.
As you were
awesome, by
as you
the
were
way.
blathering on and trying to play good cop bad cop by yourself, Reinhold is looking at you with one eye very furry, large
he's spoke
eyebrow
in third person.
cocked,
Okay. Yeah.
and is smiling and going, "Reinhold thinks that's a horrible costume."
Stop it. You can't just see through my stuff without rolling.
I think he did just that.
If there is an in-story reason for that, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
He's got like a magic eye or something.
Nope. Roll.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can dress differently, if you please.
It wouldn't be knowledge arcana. Do you have any kind of detect magics?
Nope.
That's my interrogation. Spoiler alert for everyone listening. I've got a spell that can do this
All
whole
right.
thing.
Roll knowledge arcana.
Roll knowledge arcana.
That's int-based. obviously.
Nice.
That is a 19.
Well, for one thing, you look over the wall where the Eldritch Blast hit,
Uh-huh.
and there is no markings on the wall, whatever. There's no blast
Oh, sweet.
radius or anything. Also, you notice that it's really hard to concentrate on the spell that you put on yourself, Glamour, because it's kind of phasing in and out. And basically, you're figuring out that this room is warded against such things.
But we know he's definitely a half ogre, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is definitely a half ogre.
There you go. You've learned something.
You know, considering he was able to reach across the
But he
table and
also
just grab
definitely
his
knows
button.
you're not a half orc. Because as you walked in the door, it was kind of like a bad hologram.
Was that those things from the 1990s where you moved them from side
Yeah,
to
the
side?
half ogre just kind of
Oh.
started phasing out,
Yeah.
kind of glitched out a little bit.
Playing,
I like those
Yeah,
baseball
we need to set
cards
that up.
back
It was a
in the
good.
day.
It was a good plan. You just need to know where you're at before you do that.
No, just
Okay.
keep doing you. We get good
So-
content for the podcast.
Wait, that ruins your
And so
plan,
now
too,
Reinhold is
I
now
don't know
sitting down
Who knows?
and grinning at you, going, "Really? You tried to get Reinhold with good cop?"
Okay, I dispel this guy's self and I'm like, I had to try. Reinhold, I apologize. And then I go out to shake his hand.
He holds out his hand, and his hand literally takes up not only your hand, but also your forearm.
Okay.
I'm gonna shake your entire
Oh,
body.
I
It's
kinda
like,
like move my
you-
shoulder along with
You
it.
shake hands with him. His index finger stops here. His thumb wraps all the way around, and it covers your entire hand.
Oh my goodness. That's just past the wrist, people.
He's a half a Macron
Ogre.
handshake.
He's got bricklayer hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which if you ever shaken hands with a bricklayer, it hurts.
What's name, human?
My name is Benjamin Sorin, otherwise known as a gentleman named Glass. Some people call me Benji, some people call me Dandy Boy. I'm sorry about that.
You gentleman named Glass?
I am gentleman named Glass.
Reinhold knows gentleman named Glass.
Really? Gentleman named Glass knows Reinhold.
Gentleman named Glass, funny. He falls down a lot.
I think gentleman named Glass is a liar.
Very well. Very well.
So, I say, can you try as hard as you can to remember the past year?
It's been year.
Oh.
It's been year.
Year?
It's been year.
Apparently, he also seems to have forgotten all the other times that everyone else told him it's been a year.
No, it's been year.
Yeah, it's
He can pronounce it correctly. He's forgotten that everyone else has told him it's been a year.
And because this is Marshana,
Have they though? I mean, maybe Reinhold
I don't
is not
have
the kind of
spells
guy
to
who
help
has a
me.
wife and kids at home. You know.
it's true. And
Hey, don't hate on Reinhold. He's the type of guy that could get a good girl, okay? So don't
Yeah.
be hating on
Yeah.
He's
him.
also the type of guy who crush your head.
right, well,
Exactly. Girls like that.
given what
Please write into the show
Yes,
and let
they
us
do.
know what girls
Take it
like
from
that.
Stromile.
Send your angry letters to Dirk to at Dirk Andrews.
At Dirk Andrews
Mose
dot-
did not tell me it had been year.
Glass tell you it had been year. No. Nope. Nope. Not at all.
Obviously not.
Nope. I'm making fun with Reinhold. Me make fun with Reinhold.
about the fact. Oh boy. Why do we let him go off anywhere by himself? Seriously.
We really should have made him go last.
Yeah. Or just locked him in a closet
Reinhold
somewhere.
looks at you and growls. Talk normal, human. Reinhold talk like this because Reinhold not smart.
Well, at least he acknowledges
Don't
he's
sell
an idiot.
yourself short, Reinhold.
Some
Yeah,
would
'cause he's
call
probably
Glass
7 feet
not
tall.
smart. But
Roll a dexterity save.
hey, if I was mocking him, I would say some call Glass not
All
smart.
right, I'm gonna lean forward for this nat one. Well, he rolled it on the table.
Oh, dude, it was a 20 on the floor. No, I'm saying it really was.
What is it?
You move your head back just in time
Okay, cool.
to miss the large hand that slaps on the table where your face used to be.
Oh, my.
You know, you were leaning over the table. He slams his hand down on the table where your head should have been. Basically, if he would have got your face, it would have been implanted into the table.
That would have been sweet.
Did anyone else hear the bang?
And, oh, yes. Now, you don't even have to roll it.
Okay.
You
That-
hear the
that
slam on the
gives me
table,
mean.
and then you hear, talk normal, human.
Someone's having fun.
Yes. I will talk normal.
Lee.
Lee.
Okay,
Belatedly.
about that time, the door to the interrogation room opens, and Mose walks in with very angry look on his face. Glass, you're done. Get out.
Yep, I'm done. Bye. Nice to meet you.
Why don't you go? Why don't you go keep an eye on the new kid
Okay, will do.
and keep your damn mouth shut unless you're asking an honest question.
Don't worry, I'll help him
You
out.
realize how long it's going to take us to calm him down? And thank you so much for telling him it's been a year.
Calm him
I
down.
also didn't tell him that his mother died.
Oh no.
I didn't tell him
What
that.
about Santa Claus?
Yeah.
What about Santa Claus?
I didn't tell him that.
It's been a rough day.
It turns out not actually a half-ogre. Santa
wait,
Claus
wait.
isn't at all. He's a magical
This is
elf.
what I'm getting
about the
at.
Tooth
Just listen to
Fairy?
me. I'm not trying to chastise you, boy.
Tooth
Just
Fairy,
listen
Easter
to me.
Bunny.
Where in the hell is that coming from? Anyway.
That's his interrogation.
He's just rattling those things up.
Tooth Fairy.
Please put those
I'm not
in
yelling at you. All I'm saying, we didn't tell him because his mother died last year, and now that he knows it's you, he's going to want to see his mama. And guess where we get to show him where his mama's at?
The grave.
The swamp.
Graveyard.
Swamp.
Ooh.
His mama was a slave.
Man, you've had a rough day.
He's going to be really happy to find out about the new anti-slavery law, though.
Yeah, he's
true.
That may cheer him up a bit.
We did tell him that.
Oh, okay. So
Link.
Well,
His mom died a year ago.
Mom died a year
And also
ago.
the ogre was a guy.
So wait. So they told him that there's no more slaves anymore, and not that his mom was dead. So now he's happy to meet his now no longer enslaved mom.
Oh
Man,
Well,
just build
and-
him up to tear him down.
Actually, you guys wouldn't know what he told him because you can't hear it.
This is
Oh,
what
right.
magic is for.
Magic.
We trick him into thinking his mom is still alive.
Yeah.
His weekend at Bernie's
All right.
for the rest of his life?
Yeah, we can't keep that up.
Rip. We were trying to find a good time to tell him what had happened.
Which is later.
Much later.
Yes.
But not now. Thanks. So why don't you go keep the new kid company? Just like I said, try not to do this again.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk into his interrogation room. Okay.
Make it work.
There we go.
Okay. We are to Nidianus. As you're going to your interrogation room, you heard all the commotion. You kind of stopped for a little bit.
Okay, but he doesn't like walk in until I'm like already halfway through.
No, you haven't started yet.
Oh, okay, all right.
And suddenly, Glass is now walking beside you.
I'm not sure I want to know what happened in there, but good job, whatever it was.
Oh yeah, he got all riled up. He was so excited that I got all of the information out of him.
Then how come I heard him yell, "Why are you making fun of me?" or whatever it was he said.
He said, "Talk normal,"
Or talk normal human.
because I was doing a funny voice, and he didn't like it.
That does sound.
What
bad.
exactly did you find in there?
Him.
What is him? What exactly is this him? Because it didn't sound.
Okay,
something
you
like
are at
pleasant.
the door to your interrogation room.
I opened the door for
Let's-
Nighty.
Oh, that's polite.
I don't want you to open the door for me because I've heard all that things that happened and I don't trust you.
So are
this
you going to
now.
try to stop him from opening the door?
Yes, I'm like. Oh,
Okay,
Just
roll.
no.
Slide a hand off.
Roll a dex save.
Slide of hand off.
Roll a dex save.
Like Dan Marino.
That's a 14.
Okay, as you open the door, he stops.
Okay.
Let's
Go ahead.
me do the talking for this one.
First, gotcha.
Second.
Just sit there and look pretty for now.
That's a compliment.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
That is a compliment. And you're getting attention.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do anything.
I
to
will.
get
I will
credit.
stand behind him and do like the. I'll cross my arms.
Are you being like Mac from It's Always Sunny right now?
Yeah.
Surveying the place and
Okay,
getting
so I
ocular
go
pat-downs.
inside. Who do I find?
You find a drow, male.
I could have had this one.
Legs, feet. The chair leaned back on two legs, feet kicked up on the
Chill.
table.
Real chill.
Like the
Okay.
fonts.
Kind of.
Like the fun. Yeah.
Wearing, of course, black leather armor with the purple sash. And he's grinning ear to ear at both of you.
I grin ear to ear back at him.
Oh my.
All right.
Hey, how are you?
Coming
I'm just
my way.
gonna kind of.
Gentlemen, what can I help you with?
We have a few questions for you. We want to get some information about what might have been going on recently.
And you are?
The name's Nidianus, sir. I've been asked to help out in this investigation, as it were, I guess.
Leo Silvermane. Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too, Mr. Silvermane. Anyway,
Please, Mr. Silvermane was my father.
I'm not that old. I'm only
dude.
300.
Killing.
Anyway, first of all, what exactly have you remembered over the past few days and before that?
Captain Neidhart sent us into the swamp to try to take back. There was about 20 of us. Sent us back in to take this part of the swamp that we had lost to things.
Any idea what kind of things?
The things that will kill you.
Okay.
You know, there's plenty of those in the swamp, but when they get
Yes.
into a concentrated area,
See, we know that.
we can't actually do anything about that because there's a lot of them.
Yes, yes.
So, we were sent into this section of the swamp to take it back. Next thing I remember, next thing I know, we're walking back out of the swamp. Me, Reinhold, Winnemar, Othmar, and Arturo. Walking back out of the swamp, and when we get back to the banks, Captain Neidhart's dead. Mose is now running the regulators, and they keep telling us it's been a year. I go back to the temple, come to find out, they don't want males there anymore. So I'm homeless. So I mosey on down back here, and I asked Mose what the hell is going on, and the next thing I knew, I got thrown into a goddamn holding cell.
Mosey to Mose.
Huh. Well,
That's what I do.
alright. Do you have any idea what might have happened to the other regulators that were with you, or do I even need to ask?
Well, obviously, if I don't even remember what the hell happened, how could I remember what the hell happened to them?
Understandable. Well, I'm afraid everything that you've been hearing is true. It has been a year. The old captain is dead, and after some complications, yes, they are no longer employing males at the palace.
By the way,
Well, I knew that too, although it does warm my heart now that the drow run the bank.
Yes, I imagine you would take quite enjoyment to that.
he has gotten around 3 times more information than I did.
You guys even cast any goofy spells?
You're welcome. Well, it's because I can't cast spells. Period.
Well,
Wait
I'm
a second.
helping too, so.
Technically, stab
Yeah,
person
come a little
is
closer.
spell.
Okay, I'm just gonna get a little closer.
Is that Peach?
I know you. You were that kid we were trying to recruit. Your dad was one of the captains of the guard at the keep, right?
Yes, this did happen.
I remember when your dad died.
Do you know?
Yeah. And that was when we tried to recruit you, and your mom told us to go to hell. So, what?
Sounds like
Are
her.
you now a regulator? What's going on with you?
I'm honestly still not completely sure.
He's kind of like
I'm
an
not a
independent
regulator.
contractor sort of thing.
But right now, I guess I'm working with the regulators, not for them, just
And
alongside.
can I ask you what you're doing running around with a circus freak?
Excuse you.
Excuse
Quiet!
you.
They're doing bad cop to each other with the other person in the room.
Basically.
Space Cadet
I am no
Cop?
such thing.
I know exactly who you are.
What
Mr.
did I
Benjamin
tell you?
Soren.
A circus freak wouldn't be, you know, a gentleman.
I'm just gonna sit there, head
A
in
gentleman
hands,
named Glass.
Oh
Yeah. I am no such thing.
I don't give a damn what you call yourself now. I'll always remember you as little Benji Soren.
I like
Soren.
this guy.
The guy with a very soft head.
no! Oh, and please do tell me what you remember Mr. Benji Sorden by.
He fell down a lot.
Failed a lot of deck saves.
Oh, do tell,
But
Mr. Benji
I do hear
Sorden.
congratulations are in order. You fell into being a prince, from what I hear.
More like leaped. I leaped into it.
Leaped into it.
I didn't fall.
But it was because your mother was able to take over as the Duchess. Right?
That's her thing. That's her business.
But you wouldn't be a prince if it wasn't for that, right?
Who are we interrogating?
I feel like you guys
I'm being interrogated
now.
Am I being interrogated?
If you had kept your mouth shut, it still would have been him.
Whom are we
Wait.
questioning?
Wait. Why am I being interrogated?
We mostly just want to know what happened, so we can understand what happened.
Well, I told you what happened, so you can go.
Can you tell us more?
You really think he's going to be able to? Don't you even...
What more do you want to know? I can't remember a damn thing. I didn't know until I got back that a year had passed. All I knew was that we walked into the swamp, we didn't fight anything, we walked back out of the swamp, and it's a year later.
Before you say anything else, remember, you managed to single-handedly, in one move, piss off a half-ogre to the point where he was ready to murder you.
Oh, you pissed off Reinhold?
He got himself riled up.
Don't you blame this one on Ryan
He
Hall.
was a good
Seems like a
fan.
good guy.
He was a very big
Reinhold
fan.
really
He
had
recognized me immediately.
Was that loud boom I heard earlier?
That was me.
What did you do?
I'm pretty strong.
Reinhold was the first of his ilk to be allowed into the Regulators.
You're right. This is good cop, bad cop, only you're the one being interrogated.
After you screwed up your interrogation.
What are we doing?
DM's permission to drag Glass out of the interrogation room by the ear.
You don't have to drag him out, just...
No, just
Is your interrogation over?
you could ask and
Are
be like,
you two
"Hey,
done?"
leave."
That's not how you ask
Do you
it.
think you can get anything else out of Leal?
No, nope.
Do you think you can get anything else out of Leal?
I can't do anything. Alright, we're done here. Thank you for your time, Mr. Silvermane.
Oh, thank you for yours, too. It's been a pleasure, both of you.
Alright. Wait, what are the names of the other two
It's gonna
guys?
depend on who I end
Oh
up
yeah.
with.
That's
Yeah, the names he said were Reinhold, which we've already met. Leal is his name. Winnemar, Othmar, and Arturo.
Winnemar, Othmar.
Arturo. One of them sounds like a Pokemon.
If you're talking about
Actually,
Arturo,
all-
he sounds like a famous character actor.
All three of them sound like Pokemon.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay, Serin, you're up.